Hello, my stamping friends. This is Holly Peterson. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I blog at hollyscrafting.com. Today I'm going to show you how I made this cute picket fence card. I have the picket fence in the front and then a little bit of embellishment on the inside. So I'm going to show you how we did that. We're going to start with thick basic white, and it is 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. We're going to take our trimmer and we're going to cut off the front of our card. We're going to cut 6 1/2-inch sections off the front of our card. I see a house when I drive to work that has a picket fence like this, and the flowers in front of the fence are just beautiful. So that was my inspiration on how to design this card. And one more. Okay. You will also need 3 additional pieces that are 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. So we'll set those aside for a minute. Then I'm going to take the Banner's Pick-a-Punch, and I am going to make the pickets on the 5 1/2-inch pieces that we just cut from the front of our card base. I demonstrated this card for our team meeting this month, and it wasn't recorded, but the teammates were asking for a video on how I did that. So I thought I would put one together for them and update my blog at the same time. Okay, once we have that done, I'm going to use the Timber 3D embossing folder, and I'm going to place all of my pickets maybe in here. And I like the wood going that way. I guess it probably wouldn't really matter which way you embossed them. And I'm even going to emboss the cross pieces that we didn't put a picket on. And I'm just going to put that in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with plate 1 and plate 4, since it's a 3D embossing folder. And now our pickets have a wood grain on them. And I went ahead and sponged them a little bit with some gray ink. Let me get some scratch paper here. And I'm going to use gray granite ink and just kind of distress them a little bit. I'm using the larger blending brush. This just helps define the wood grain a little bit better as well on our white cardstock. Oops. Guess you need to be a little bit more gentle when you're doing that. And one more here. Okay, we're done with that. I'm going to use my silicone mat. You guys probably won't be able to see the lines, the grid lines on it, but I can. So I'm going to, this is going to be the bottom of our card. And I'm just going to lay, oh, one more thing I want to do. I want to cut about a 1/2 inch off of all of these pickets. I made a card and they were a little bit too long. Went too high up on the card front. So let's cut those down real quick. Okay, now we're ready to start putting our picket together. Get these scraps out of here. Okay, so we're still going to use one of our cross pieces here. It's a little bit wider than a 1/2 inch. Trim this down. Okay. And then I'm just going to space these. And I want the outside ones all the way on the edge. And then I like to eyeball the middle. Okay, and I'm going to use some liquid glue for this. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the bottom here, maybe. Well, let me get a different glue. That one doesn't want to play nice. This is Tombow glue as well. Let's see. I think I was putting glue on the wrong end anyways. So I'll put a little bit of glue here. And just line that up with the edge. I'm going to do the same on this end. You can kind of use the grid lines to see your spacing. Okay, I'm going to reinforce my card base here. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue at the top of each picket so that we can connect this to the card base. So I'm just going to flip this over here. And a little glue on the top of each picket. Got a little bit of glue there where I started on the wrong side. Get rid of that real quick. Okay. I don't think that piece. There. Oh gosh darn it. I forgot I wanted to put a piece of paper up here. So don't do that. We're going to put the sky up there first. And what I'm using for the sky is the Fresh as a Daisy designer paper. And I'm going to use this piece that has all the panels on it. I've got a smaller section of the piece with the clouds, and I'm going to cut that down to 4 1/8 by 2 3/8. So because it's my sky, I don't want any of the yellow. So I'm going to, how do I I want to do this. I think I'll cut this way first. And then I'll cut it 2 3/8 by 4 1/8. We're going to adhere this onto the top of our card before we put the pickets on. Now we can put the pickets on. And then I'm going to skip 2 squares for each one. So this is where I want my glue to go. Okay, and then we'll skip 2. And then this is where we want to put our glue. Okay, now our fence is built. Now we just need to decorate it. With this card, I used the Cheerful Daisies, and I just punched out, I die cut the small flower and then the detail piece over the top and then the centers. And then these leaves come from Cheerful Daisy as well. These little sprigs here are the inside of these leaves. I'm still using Cheerful Daisy, but I stamped the flowers with Lemon Lolly, and then I put the white detail layer over the top. Actually, I stamped the centers with Pebbled Path. And I'm going to put 5 daisies on the front. And you'll just need to be careful about where you put your glue, because you don't want your glue to go through your fence slats. Otherwise, your card will be glued shut. Okay, so I'm going to do this one flat. Just in case, I'm going to put my silicone mat underneath here. think I'll pop this one up with a dimensional. And maybe this one as well. That one we glued down. This one will pop up. Oops, gotta make sure my daisies, am I off screen? I'm so sorry. Stay within the parameters of the card. So then I cut all of these little pieces out from the Darling Details dies, and I thought I would add a little bit of purple, and I think I'm going to, maybe I'll just use liquid glue. And because I did my glue on just an edge or in the center with the dimensionals, makes it easy to tuck these little purple flowers in. And then I have an assortment of the leaves from the Darling Details dies as well. And I cut these in soft seafoam. And I don't know how many I want to add. We'll add a couple more maybe. I just wanted a softer look. I think I used garden green on the other card that I made. I just wanted a little bit softer look with these today. Maybe one more. Okay, just like that. And then make sure I don't have any adhesive. Nope, I think I did good. No adhesive coming back through. And then for the inside of the card, on the original one, I used the Fresh as a Daisy paper and used the green with the white daisies and then added a daisy on the inside. For today's card, I'm going to use the Subtles designer series, the 6x6 designer series paper, and I'm going to use the one that has the little lines. On the other side is the hearts. And I think I'm going to go with the purple. I also have the lemon lolly, but I think for today I'm going to go with the Highland Heather. And this piece is going to be cut at 3 by 4 1/8. And I think I want my lines going up. So I'm going to cut it 3 this way. And then I'm going to cut it to 4 1/8 this way. Then we'll bring our card back in. Just leaving a tiny border around those. There you have it. My picket fence with my flowers, my yellow daisies and my purple flowers. If you've enjoyed my video, I invite you to click the like and subscribe button for me. And I will have all of the dimensions on all the paper over on my blog at Holly's Crafting. Thanks so much for watching my video today.